We call this a capitulation. Cancel all orders. Even Kramer doesn't know what to think. They're going to probably halt trading. We told you that we didn't want to see you get hooked, and you may be hooked. Look at that. Look at it.
Good evening, stock traders, and welcome to another edition of Stock Traders Talk Radio here on this beautiful Sunday night, January the 8th, 2012. I'm your host, as usual, STT. Joining me on tonight's program, we have Hans.
What's up, Mike?
How's it going there, Hans? Also joining us program tonight, we have Hoss.
What's going on, Mike? How's your weekend going so far?
Oh, it's fantastic, sir. Fantastic. This special Sunday night show interrupts the ball game, but it's all good. I could watch it with no sound.
That sounds good.
Also on the radio program tonight, we have Stock Sumo.
Hey, glad to be back. It's always a pleasure to be on.
It's good to have you tonight, sir. Just got here just in time. We appreciate the effort. Thank you very much. Also joining us later in the program, or if he's here now, I'm not sure, Nickel will be joining us. We look forward to that, as he's supposed to be here. Now, as everybody's well aware of, our new format uses the Stock Spotlight, and tonight the Stock Spotlight ticker is POWT. That's right. Boys, what have you found on PowerTech? Haas.
Well, let's just start with some basic information about the company and how it came to be here. It is an over-the-counter QB company, so it's an SEC filer, and we have some current information on it. The share structure, we have an outstanding share count of 100.6 million shares, and that's accurate as of November 10th, 2011. The authorized share count is 300 million shares, and then there's also 5 million preferred shares that are also authorized on top of that. So we're sitting at about a market cap of $6.24 million right now. So that's just some general information about the share structure. And this company used to be a private company, and in April 16th, 2010, Grant Jasmine, the current CEO of the company, acquired a majority interest in the former company, School for Chauffeurs, and through various share exchange agreements and a forward split, became the current company of POWT, PowerTech Incorporated, and we're currently sitting at that share count after that forward split of 100 million outstanding shares. So in general, this company is in the smart meter industry. And if you don't know what a smart meter is, you have like your gas meter and your electricity meters. It measures electricity usage on various appliances. The utility companies use them all the time. It just measures electricity usage. And what these smart meters do is they send the signals from the smart meters to a central smart meter grid. And through the information obtained on that smart grid, you can basically kind of manipulate the smart meters so they can take control of the energy usage in in a business, for example, to be using energy at the most efficient times. So in essence, you'd be saving money over the long term and saving energy. So you can consider this a green company. So the major clients we're looking at for PowerTech, they'd be utility companies, some government contracts we might get in various countries, including the United States. Some businesses and individuals might be minor clients in the future, but as of right now, that's not going to be a significant source of revenue for this type of company. And internationally right now, in Denmark, they've had a deal ongoing with a company called Dong Energy. And in 2009, they shipped Dong Energy about 160,000 of these smart meters. And just recently, through press release, we saw that they shipped the rest of the meters, another 50,000 meters. But as far as revenues go right now, it's pretty minimal for this company. Those meters go for about $3 per meter. So that's only another 150,000 in revenues that they just got from that recent shipment to Dong Energy. So they definitely in the market to sell their product right now. They're in talks over in Norway where they just set up a new office. They're in talks in Denmark to sell some more meters. They're also looking to expand into India, which would also be a huge market for them. But as far as the U.S. goes, or other European countries, they really haven't expanded into those markets quite yet, and they're looking for the financing to do so. As far as the financials go, like I said, they don't really have any revenues going for them right now. Their asset base is pretty weak, and they have some net operating loss carryforwards in the amount of $8 million right now. So they're definitely in need of some funding. They've hired a group called Pacific Wave Partners to obtain that funding, and that's an international financial consulting company. So they're searching for any type of financing in the United States and overseas, which it seems like they desperately need. And key to investors and traders of the company currently would be the current promotion from a well-known penny stock promoter, Best Damn Penny Stocks, in the amount of $500,000. And I think the chart and money volume of late is of interest, and I will let Hans take over and talk a little bit about that chart.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm looking at this thing, and it's kind of a weird chart. On Thursday, I guess that's when the promo started, it gapped up to right above the 50 MA and then blew past the 200 MA. But then on Friday, it just started up the 200 and dropped right through it and then dropped right back through the 50. So it's as if they weren't even there, you know. Usually you get some support there, but you didn't on this one. It's just crazy. It did trade about $8 million on Thursday and another $8 million on Friday. So there's a lot of money went through it. Except on Friday, the CMF went red a little bit. Your RSI is at 48, so there is some upward room there. The MACD is dropping slowly. Strange chart. That's about all I got. It looks like there's some bounce potential here, possibly.
Okay. Thanks, Hans. Nickel's joining us. Nickel, are you with us? Nickel, did you jump on?
He's sort of kind of with us.
Sort of kind of.
Another thing I just want to mention about the money volume and chart, you know, we had like $8 million worth of money volume on Friday.
Yep.
And we're down 67.2%. I don't know. The company needs money. It's got a little bit of room between that outstanding share count and authorized share count. I'm not saying they're diluting, but it's kind of a funny time to dish out 500,000 shares for promotion in the company's stock. So I would be careful. But
I'm taking a neutral standpoint on this stock. I've been kind of silent the whole show so far. I just wanted to chime in here real quick. If any of you that tuned in to our previous show, you probably heard that I was gung-ho, POWT, what was it, Thursday night. I had a little position, and I had a nice profit staring me at the face. I got in early in the day Thursday and, saw a nice profit towards the end of the day. And, Friday morning it had gapped up. I should have probably put a tighter stop. that's the thing about trading these stocks. When you see profits, it's always important to try to lock profits in, because you never know when they could take a turn for the worse. And in this scenario, I ended up taking a loss. I'm no longer in the stock. I took a nice beating in it. Got in around 13, 14 cents. Ended up getting out at 8 cents. So, it's just a lesson to be learned. That's what comes with the territories. This is I kind of call it a tuition. I just pay tuition. Taking these beatings like this. So you really want to, protect profits when you're in a play like this, and put in a tight stop loss order just in case anything does happen where the stock opens up and decides to drastically tank down over 50%.
Yeah, that just goes to show you that, even good investors, we still get greedy at times. And it's kind of tough when you see that sort of money volume coming into a stock, and, you expect it to, gapping around the next day too. And you find yourself in the red, and you're just like, oh, it'll go back up, and it just keeps going down.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, there's still outstanding news with them with their Norway offices. Is that correct?
Yeah, they just set up a new office in Norway. So they're definitely looking to move into that market.
Right, and they said early 2012 in their press release, so you should hear that news hopefully soon, right? I found out that they have actually signed a deal there in Norway for any offices, right?
Not yet.
Okay, so you got that potential news outstanding. The technology itself is very
It's pretty
good.
cool.
Oh yeah. It's like everything else. You could be out and you drive down the street and you're like, oh man, I've got to turn off this or I've got to turn off that, and this actually gives you the capability, the end user, to sit there and instead of having to make a U-turn and come back all the way to the house or just forget it and leave it on, you can actually access your cell phone and go in there and shut off devices that have this implemented to it.
For sure.
So very interesting technology, and I would expect to see. I don't want to say, I'm going out of bounds here because I'm only going by what I know.
Speculate for us.
Yeah, I'm going to speculate here a little bit on this one because, the newest, the latest and greatest thing is networking over your power lines. I don't know if anybody's seen this or you have them or not. You can actually plug an adapter into your outlet and plug a Cat5 into it, and then on the other side of your house, instead of having to run Cat5 all through your house, you can plug the other end of that adapter into power, plug your Cat5 into it, and plug it into your computer, and you are now connected to your home network. Now, I had heard rumors a while back about power companies considering offering high-speed internet through the power line.
Wow.
Okay? So, with this, just taking this just one step further and looking down the road a little bit, I could easily see this to where, it's just running basically through the power line, and that's how it feeds back to the smart grid. And
interesting.
And of course, if you can ever lower the cost of the supplying power company, obviously that's going to be reflected in the person's bill themselves. So, like you said, it's green. It's got what I would consider marketability because of what it can do for people.
Oh, for sure.
And obviously, Europe's big on this. I read a couple of their press releases saying that they wanted to cut it down by 20% in 1 year or something like that. And this is just stuff that Europe steps forward and you get Norway and these other countries in. United States shouldn't be far behind.
Well, yeah, just a couple of general numbers. Denmark, they're always kind of the leader in this whole green revolution with basically anything. So it makes sense that they're making deals in Denmark before anywhere else. But the Norway market, 80% of the households and stuff are supposed to be switched to these smart meters by 2016. So I think if they're expanding their offices into Norway, we could expect some deals coming along the lines from in Norway in the near future. And this is a development stage company. We have to remember that. Every company is at this stage at some point where they have a great product. They just need to market it and, make the sale. And this company is currently taking those steps to, make those sales.
Right.
And in the right locations in some pretty big markets. So I would expect some pretty decent deal news in the near future to bring this company some revenues.
Right. And let's face it, we know what we're dealing with when we invest our money in any penny company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So overall, it depends on how they do it and how it's, what the bottom line result is of any type of selling of shares and things of that nature. So I like the technology myself.
Oh, the technology is fantastic.
I'm a big tech person. I love all that stuff. So
no way, you?
No, yeah, just
well,
a little.
Mike, when you were talking earlier about the power lines and stuff like that, I did a little research on this. And according to the energy market, the smart grid industry is expected to grow from $356 million in 2010 to nearly $4.2 billion in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
By that point, the government and the private sector investment, the smart grid technology is expected, a total of more than $45 billion.
Right.
So this could be a new way, like you were saying. Are we going to do internet through power lines? What is going to drive that research to bring it to that level? I mean, you're talking $356 million expected, from 2010, and they're expecting $4.2 billion by 2015. I mean, that's a huge jump in a 5-year span, being that we're already, that's 2 years into it now. And then you also got, GE is a big player possibly coming into this. They're one of the biggest out there. So where does it stop?
LG, yeah. I mean, it's like I said. Here's a perfect example. All right, I just thought of this, and these stats go back probably a year, maybe two. Okay, but I just want to show you how far the United States always is behind. The average household in the United States at the time for high-speed internet, the average was 5 meg. Okay, we ranked 19th out of all the countries in the world. China was number one, and I believe it was like 27-point-something meg per household of bandwidth. So anytime I always look at those numbers and I say to myself, wow, you'd think that we'd be right up there, but honestly we're so, I don't know, it's weird, always lagging behind, just a little bit, but that goes off the base of what we've been doing. Anyway, any other input on POWT from anybody on the board here?
No, I'm just going to stay neutral. I'm standing on the sidelines. I'm probably not going to trade it at this point. Usually when I take a hit in a stock, I don't revisit it. It's just one of the lessons that I've learned the hard way. I mean, it's kind of like that saying goes, you burn me once, shame on you. You burn me twice, shame on me. So if I get burned in the stock, I usually don't go back trading again looking, for a different result. So I'm neutral.
Okay, Switzerland.
Hey, it could be a lesson to those traders out there, newbies. It's important to put a tight stop in your loss, especially when you're trading these types of stocks. Tight stop loss when you're trading them. If you're not going to put a stop loss, do a mental stop loss. Go into the trade knowing that you only want to lose 10 or 20%, then get out. And then that's about it. It's a good lesson to be learned. If you take a hit on a stock, possibly you may not want to trade it again because you could get burned a second time.
Okay. All right. Now, let's move on to buy, sell, or hold for POWT. I'm going to start with Hans. Hans, what are you thinking?
Mike, I'm going to give this a cautious buy. And the reason for that is looking at the price history, there's really there's not too much downside left at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And based on the amount of money that went through this, I think this could bounce a little bit, but I'd be, how they say, use a long spoon.
All right. Okay, Nickel, what's your thoughts?
All right, my thoughts here, I'm going to agree with Hans on this one. I'm a skeptical buy right now. The only thing that I see that could really still hurt this stock is the possible shorts on it. Reading through different internets and, different people chatting about this one, I hear there could be some big shorts on it. That obviously could be why the big drop. But I do agree. I don't know how much more this can go down.
Okay, Haas.
I'm going to have to agree with both of these guys. I think it's going to finish green tomorrow. Took a huge hit on Friday, and I think we're going to see a little bounce for sure. And especially with that short situation, anytime you get a big promotion like this, you're going to have to deal with shorts, and you're going to have to battle them up and down. It's just whoever wins out in the end, and I think tomorrow the longs are going to win. So I think it's going to finish green.
Okay. Sumo, I know you want to stay neutral, but...
Yeah, I'm going to stay neutral. I'm going to say hold.
Hold.
Because I'm not saying buy, sell, nothing, just hold.
Okay. I am going to say buy, just because I'm a positive person. Now, one person couldn't join us tonight. That was Mr. Kopp.
Oh, do we have a tune for him or something like that?
No, I have one later in the show for him. But overall, he called me this earlier and said it was a sell. So I'm going to put him down for what he said it was, a sell, which is fine. Hey, we're not rooting either way. We're hoping for the best for everybody in this one. Okay, so we got Hans with a buy, Nickel with a buy, Haas with a buy, Sumo with a hold, Mike with a buy, and Kopp with a sell. That's POWT, Power Tech. Hopefully all those that are invested do well and make out and turn out green for everybody.
I agree.
All right.
Sure.
Right now on the show, we're going to take a small commercial break, and we'll be right back after these words. Don't get lost in the crowd. Stock Traders Tweets is dedicated to stock traders. When you tweet here, you know that 100% of the people seeing your tweets are stock traders. With multiple tools such as linking your Twitter/Facebook accounts to feeding your favorite boards from iHub into Stock Traders Tweets. This is truly your one-stop website to maximizing your social networking visibility. Join us today at www.stocktraderstweets.com. Welcome back to Stock Traders Talk Radio. I'm your host, STT. Joining me on tonight's program, I have Nickel, Haas, Stock Sumo, Hans, and me, STT. Fantastic stuff, guys. Good job today.
Guys, excited, man. I've been looking forward to poker all week. I'm going to play super tight tonight. I'm not going to be like the typical donkey that I am.
Wait, how does a donkey play poker?
Really loose?
Wait.
I see.
Guys, I need a second. Sifakia, who could not join us tonight, wanted to put his 2 cents in on POWT and said bye.
Oh, he likes it. If he likes it, I like it.
He hit me up, so he said bye, just so you know, just for the record.
Well, on a side note, tell him that I can't wait to kick his butt in poker.
Oh, he'll be there for that. For those that don't know what we're talking about, the STT crew has a poker club. We play every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is absolutely free to play. It is absolutely free to join. We do not collect your emails, as this is hosted through PokerStars. If you'd like to play a little poker on a Sunday night and relax and have some fun, you can
lose the mic.
Yeah, well, come on now. Can't help that. To find out how to join, you can go to the homepage of StockTradersTalk.com. On the right-hand side, you'll see a little banner of a poker table. You click on there. It gives you all the instructions on how to join, how to download the software, and the codes to get in on the game. Now, yes, my record is ungodly. What have I, 4 out of 7 weeks I've won?
Oh,
I'm feeling like Daniel Negreanu tonight. I'm taking you down.
How could you lose on your own website?
No, it's not my website.
It's not, you guys think it's fixed. You guys think it's free. You don't understand. It's through PokerStars. It's through their services, their connections. It's not, you're not, he doesn't fix the hand. He doesn't see what you have.
I heard
Mm-hmm.
that Mike's uncle works for Poker Stars.
Oh, guys, just real quick. I had a special request for one of the stock spotlights we had earlier in the week was ATRN, and we got hit on our board and asked us for a little input for tomorrow if we had time for it. So I am just going to say this: it is a good flipping stock right now.
Yeah, it's been a great trading stock. I made some nice profit off it after your guys' mention, and I wasn't around for that show, so I had no idea until the day after. I'm looking at it, and man, I jumped in and had a nice play off of it.
Yeah, I mean that's all I got to say about ATRN. Everybody knows that I love A stocks.
Here's a stock that came falling off a cliff that I caught on Friday for a nice move. It's TRID. That's Trident Microsystems, Inc. It's actually traded on the NASDAQ. So this thing was trading over 50 cents for a while, gapped down in November, and was trading around the 20-cent range for a while, and then came falling off a cliff there and just recently bounced off its bottom and made a nice move started at the end of the last week. And I'm going to keep TRID on my watch list definitely this week.
Okay. Anybody else got anything real quick that they're watching for tomorrow?
I'm still watching SATM, I'm telling you. This stock has been increasing in volume pretty much every day for the last week or so and finishing just slightly green. The company's called Green Energy Solutions, and Green Energy Solutions reverse merged into the old shell that was SATM in late 2011. So I'm expecting some new news, deals, expansion, growth over the course of 2012 here. So it's one to keep an eye on for sure, especially with the recent increase in volume.
Yeah, I looked at that chart and it looked like it had a nice little steady glad climb up to about 5 cents, drop back down a little bit, and now touching that 5 cents again. It looks like this time around it might be able to possibly break that the next time it goes through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now also, next Monday or Tuesday we have an exclusive. Well, yeah, it is exclusive because we're the only one that ever interviewed him. So we're gonna be doing a follow-up CEO interview next Monday or Tuesday. We will announce it as soon as I lock in the day. So we're looking forward to that. We also might have another CEO interview for you this week. We're still working on that one, so we'll see what happens there. Anyway, Sunday night, the ball games are on. We hope you enjoyed the POWT Spotlight. Also, remember, you can check us out Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here at Stock Traders Talk Radio.
Don't forget poker.
We'll see you at the poker table.
We'll see you at the poker tables in about 30 minutes. Good luck, everybody, with POWT that's in it. Anybody considering to buy, we hope we helped you make a decision there tonight. And we will see you on the tables in 30 minutes. Good luck trading tomorrow. Good luck for the week. And hopefully, good luck for the whole entire year.
I already got 2 aces up my poker sleeve.
Oh, don't even tell me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, electronic aces.
I don't know what to do now.
Buy the other two, Mike. Buy the other two.
How can I play?
Buy the other two.
I got a wild card stuck up my sleeve.
A wild?
Yep.
Oh,
see, here we go. The rules change.
All right. All right. I was going to close the show with our disclaimer, but instead, I've had a special request for a closing. So here it is, people. We'll see you tomorrow night. Cop will be back with us tomorrow night. So will Murray and so will Sifakia. We'll see you then.
Check this out, baby girl. Why don't you check out a nigga? Man, I go to work. True winner. Jeans skinny like Squirrel. Looking for your girl. Just missed it. Then my cat daddy and I took her down. Timber. When it's cold, mama call her winter. Swisher full of nuggets, daddy call it dinner. Baby got ass, Shelty call it thinner. UPS Jack, so gilly with the liver. Daddy when I dug it. Daddy when I remember.
That was Skating Station, we just
niggas ain't surrender. Smoking white clef kush, now I'm gone to the river. Move your arms like you wheelchair stuck. Drop low, grab your shoulder like fuck. That power 106 the back.